We are here every week, Tuesdays at 9 a.m., bringing you tips and tricks and all of our secrets to help you grow your business to 6 figures. If we've never met before, my name is Kim.
I'm Kat.
And we're the founders of Profitable Impact Academy. We are passionate about helping entrepreneurs share their message with the world, make more profits, make more impact, and harness the power of stages, both online and offline. So this week, we're going to talk about Facebook Live. And so if you catch this later, I want you to drop a 1 if you're doing Facebook live stream regularly, and a 2 if you're like, no way, no how. I would love to know if you're using it or not. Because it's all the talk in the entrepreneur world. It's one of those things that so many people were like, well, I know I should be doing Facebook Live. I keep hearing about it. It's so good and it's great for organic reach and all that good stuff. And it's good for content, but a lot of people are still not doing it. And it was interesting. Actually, I read a report recently that said that because of, self-isolation, the consumption on video is way up, but the production of video is not matching the pace of consumption. So that's like telling you that there is a gap, that you could be creating video, and Facebook live stream is one of the best ways to do it, to connect with your audience faster, easier, and in a really fun kind of way. So we're going to bring you some of our best tips. So number 1, the first thing people say is, I don't know what to talk about. I can't think of any content. And you guys, I hear this from Kat all the time. But I'm like, I want you to make some posts for Facebook. She's like, I don't know what to talk about. And honestly, just start, get a pad. I just have a little notebook, and when I am consuming content, when I'm having conversations with people, I've just started writing it down. Think about it. In your business, you're constantly having conversations with when you're telling your friends and family about what you do, when you're working with clients, what are the kinds of questions that you're answering for them? When you were going to networking events, even online, what are the things that you say about what you do, and what are the questions that people ask you, right? Why do you do what you do? What are the stories you love to share with people? Inspiration. There's so many different things, but really stories are a great way to get started. So what's a little story you could share that relates back to what you do? And if you don't have a story library started yet, I highly recommend that you start doing that. That's one of the things we talk about at our Profitable Speaker Bootcamp all the time, is start building a story library so that you never have to wake up and go, well, I know I want to do a Facebook Live, but I just can't think of what to talk about. And you'll never have that problem. And number 2, Kat's going to talk about.
So number 2 is really all about staying consistent with your content production. And I'm not just talking about doing a weekly show and going live weekly, but also just scheduling in your calendar consistent time that you're going to dedicate producing content. Now, there's different ways to create content. Video is by far the best, right? Just like Kim mentioned. But you can also write emails that you're going to send to your list, write blog posts that you can share, write blog posts to be posted somewhere else, press releases, right? Facebook posts. There's so many different ways that you can create content. And the thing is, if you schedule it in your calendar, you're going to train yourself and your brain to activate that creativity at the specific day of the week, specific time of the day. It's gonna be hard for first few times. Forewarn you, I've been there. Creating content can be hard. And the only way for you to change that, the only way for you to make it easy, is to do it consistently, to train that muscle. It's just like going to the gym. The more consistent you go, the easier it gets to lift that 10, 20, 50-pound weight, right? So content creation muscle is no different. You have to train it. You have to train yourself to produce content consistently.
Absolutely. And number 3 this week is a big one for a lot of people, and it's just fear. I'm afraid of going live, or I hit the go live button and then I chickened out, right? And I can remember doing that. I did that so many times. 3 years ago when I first started my business, I was just hit the button and then no, hit the button and then no, right? And then I remember the very first time, I actually did it. I hit the button and I stayed with it, and my heart was just pounding, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And in some ways, it feels a little bit even scarier doing Facebook live streams than speaking live on a stage. Because when you're live on a stage, you get the feedback of the audience and you can see people nodding their head. And when you're, when you're just talking to your camera, you don't get that kind of feedback. So I totally get it. And there's all kinds of reasons why that fear is going on. For some people, it's the tech, right? So here's a quick tip on your personal profile. There's actually an option in the privacy setting. You can set it to only me, and then you can go live and no one sees it. And it's a great way to practice. And then you can just delete it. And that'll get you familiar with the tech and what Facebook does when you go live. And you can practice like looking at the camera, right? Because you don't want your eyes to be shifty all over the place. It looks like you're not talking to anyone, right? But the even bigger than the tech, and I'll tell you what, the tech is an excuse, because even bigger than that is the fear of being seen and the fear of being judged. And I completely get that. I do. There may be people, you may put yourself out there, and there may be people, well-meaning friends, family, that will say things to you that aren't kind. But you have to remember, those people are not your dream clients. You're not doing the Facebook Live for moms and aunts and cousins and best friends. You're doing it because you're an impact maker and you have something important to share with the world. And there are people out there waiting to hear what you have to say. And so if you're allowing your fear to stop you because you're worried about, what a family member might say, then you are not making the impact that you are here to make. You are stopping yourself from fulfilling your purpose. And so, yes, I get it. It's hard, but just taking the small step and doing it will help build the momentum so that you get comfortable and so that you can prove to your brain that everything will be okay. Even if mom tells you your Facebook Live sucks, it won't be the worst thing that ever happened to you. Okay. And so just like get out there. I'm sorry to say, but you have to just do it, right? If you're sitting there going, I should, you have to just do it. And you will create, the feeling for your brain that in the end, everything will be okay. But at the end of the day, it is such a powerful tool for your business. It is such a powerful tool for you to be able to connect and build relationships with people. And it is such a powerful tool for your business to connect and build relationships with your audience. It's just another stage. It's another stage, and it's one that you should really be putting yourself out there, especially right now with everything that's going on. So I want to know, are you going to start doing it? I love it. So many people that watch our weekly show will like message and be like, okay, I did it. I'm like doing lives now. You inspired me. In fact, I've seen at least 2 weekly shows just launched in the last 2 weeks from people that watch our show consistently, right? So we're creating an impact just by showing up for you guys every week. Think of how you could do that for someone else, of how you can inspire them to create change or do something for themselves. So Kat, any other tips?
No, you got this.
So guys, just pick a day of the week, start a weekly show just like this, show up, share what you know, share your stories, right? It's okay. And the other thing is, if you totally bomb your live, you can just delete it off your page after.
Exactly. So
it's okay.
Do it, watch it back so you can learn from it. And
yes.
If you absolutely hate it, you can delete it.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you catch us later, drop us. We love, there's a new hug emoji. Drop us some hugs and some hearts and some love. We love to get the feedback. Let us know, are you going live or not? And are you inspired now to go live? And of course, if you know someone that needs to see this, hit share. We love to share with the world. So catch you next week. Hope you are having an amazing week. Bye.
Bye.